We're back. Another episode of Crossing the Medium. My name is Rob. We're today going to talk about objects, things in the physical realm that help communicate or help the other side communicate with us. Basically, what are the barriers to break down with physical instruments? And what do we mean? Well, we got Ouija boards and crystal balls and mirrors and pictures, photographs, salt, sage. We got a lot of things that we're going to touch on in the physical world that has a connection to the other side. And the other side of this desk is Jake. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Crossing the Medium. Jake, as always. This is a very interesting thing to communicate with spirits, dead, loved ones, whatever have be it.
Yeah.
If this is something that you're particularly interested, then you have tuned into the right episode. I'll tell you that.
All right. So, I try to think like, what is the most symbolic piece of physical item in the world that is attributed to the other side? And I think it's a toss-up. You got mirrors, and
you got the Ouija board, which
I know that's kind of where I was gonna get. I was like mirrors or Ouija, but Ouija boards hasn't been around for a while. Not everyone has Ouija boards, but everyone has mirrors.
That is true.
And you can't watch a scary movie. There ain't no haunted movie out there that doesn't have a mirror in it. Right. Can you think of one? There's always mirrors in all haunted movies, bro.
Yeah, well, mirrors are supposed to be correlated with a portal or a door to another realm or another kind of land of spiritual energy. As the ancient Romans believed that breaking a mirror can even cause 7 years of bad luck. You've heard of that before?
Yeah. I don't know if I believe that one. Do you believe that one?
I think, maybe.
7 years is a long damn time, man.
And why 7 years? That's so specific, right?
Yeah, I'm all about the portal. I'm all about the mirrors. However, 7 years of bad luck, I don't subscribe to that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it bad luck? I would not break a mirror on purpose. I'll put it that way. I'm not testing that theory, but if I did break a mirror, I don't think I'm screwed for 7 years.
Well, if you do believe that superstition, there is ways that you can prevent getting 7 years of bad luck too.
Glue the mirror back together.
Yeah, if only it was that simple, huh? But people have said that if you take the shards of a freshly broken mirror and bury the shards underground, then it in some way reverses the 7 years of bad luck.
Okay. All right. Kind of like if you're sweeping a house and you sweep somebody's feet, bad luck. But you know how you unbreak the luck there? You know how you reverse it?
Toss salt over your shoulder?
No. You spit on the broom.
Really? Why did they do that?
I don't know. I just know that I worked in a restaurant, superstitious lady there.
Yeah.
And one time I brushed her feet, she picked up the broom and was just like, and I was like, what are you doing? She's like, don't ever sweep my feet again.
Oh,
and I was like, okay.
My bad, my fault. But no, I would definitely say that.
Which, by the way, there's another item, the broom. The broom
associated with witches.
Witches, yes. You got mirrors, brooms. Well, you know what? Let's go down. Let's go down to kind of a list here. Okay. So let's start with the Ouija board.
Yeah.
This one, it feel like it should be spelled Weegee. That makes sense to me, Ouija, but you throw in all kinds of weird letters. You got O's and J's in there, and doesn't sound anything like Ouija, but we'll take it.
I guess it comes from like the French and German word that means yes, right?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
So O-U-I, that's French.
Right?
And then Ja is something probably German.
Jaman. The Catholic Church actually came out and I don't know, they banned it, but they basically said it was a portal for demonic creatures to come through, and so they denounced it. Basically, they said hey, absolutely no Ouija boards in the Christian household. If you are a Christian, you are not permitted to have that damn board up in here. But you ever used one before?
I have.
I think you've told me before, but
I've used one. Have I ever gotten one to work? No, I haven't. But there has been strange occurrences that happened while playing with the Ouija, if it's considered playing. I've had weird sightings. I've heard weird noises, and you get that kind of eerie kind of feeling inside. But all of this while I was playing the Ouija board. So does it have any sort of correlation? Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. The next one would be, for me, one I wanted to touch on was crystal balls.
Ooh, the scrying orb.
Yes. You always see them on the witches, the druids, wizards, warlocks. Very antique medium connection there with scrying, talking to the other side. A lot of fortune telling going on with the orb. I was looking. These things do not come cheap either. Take a look here. You got a $700 one here, and $100. So these $1,500 ball here. This one you can't even see through. Very interesting, man.
Hey, but what's the price you would pay to see the future, though?
You know what? Give me $20.
And you go get your palm read?
I'll just start. Yeah. We'll do some palm reading. Would you bring up another good one? The palm reading, huh?
Yeah, palm reading and
tarot
deciding
cards?
your fate.
So you got tarot cards, palm reading. I guess we're kind of going through the tools of the medium, or someone trying to scry and communicate to the other side. I think palm reading, fortune telling, tarot cards. Is there any other instrument here I might be missing? Maybe
we're probably missing.
Probably throw the mirror in there again, but
you can.
I think these are all the kind of the tools, and we'll go into the protective ones like holy water and salt and sage, things like that here briefly. But pretty interesting. I mean, would you want to go halves on a crystal ball, bro?
Let's do it, and let's project the future of this.
Yeah, we'll just put it right here in the middle of the desk. We need to start decorating the desk with stuff. That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll just start bringing in. Let's get a crystal ball. And then
we'll human remains, maybe.
We'll see what we're going to see in those. What about the magic 8-ball? You think that's just a kid's toy, or do you think there's something to it?
That's definitely just a kid's toy.
Damn it!
Somebody is in a factory just writing some bullshit, man.
What if you flipped over the 8-ball and it said something like, "Rob is going to die"? What if you saw a personal inscribed message in the ball?
If I saw something that was specific and gave me a time, okay, if it had a time and it was Rob will die in 2 weeks, then I'm okay, now we've got a problem on our hands, because why are they predicting the future for us?
Yeah. And then there's the tarot cards. I know my sister used to be big into the tarot cards.
I've had my hand read a couple times, and got my tarot card reading.
Yeah. Man, it's interesting. I think
it is. It's very interesting.
I say we do a show where we go to a fortune teller and then just document the whole thing.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm down. That sounds like interesting. If that's something you guys want to see, put that in the comments. We'd love to see what your guys' thoughts would be on a road trip, and get out of the studio.
Road.
So then you got your normal, your modern day equipment too, the EMF readers, the electromagnetic field ones. You also have, I think the new one now is was it a spirit box?
Yeah,
where it's like a radio that just blast through a bunch of
EMF and you can hear them. That's the cool thing about the spirit box. You can actually hear the voice of the spirit that you're talking to, and their mannerisms and how their tone of voice. You can hear all of it.
So interesting about spirit box is that the idea or premise behind this is that it is messages within white noise.
Okay.
Now, you would say to yourself, that's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. But, I'm the big science guy. And white noise, for a while, they were catching this on satellite dishes, radio dishes, right? They were pointing them out into space or trying to like find some alien signals. And immediately they started getting noise, started getting signals coming in. And particularly, they were looking for like a certain frequency. They were finding it, and they were finding that the echoes of the Big Bang is in the white noise. And so there's like evidence of our history and our past, our creation that echoes into the white noise. So when you turn your TV on and it has that static, there's a little bit of an echo, just like you would echo it and you would say your name or something like hello in a Grand Canyon, and you would hear it back. Yeah. That echo is an explosion of our very first beginnings, right? Yeah. Of the universe. And so to me, if that's in there, then I'm pretty damn sure other things from our past are in there, right?
Definitely. I mean,
previous lives, spirits, ways of communication. I think there's so much in there. So for me, I absolutely think that the voice boxes, and maybe there's different models that work better. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. You can go look on Amazon or something. They do have spirit boxes there, but very interesting. It was made popular by the Ghost Hunters TV show. But yeah, I think there's some weight to it. I think that makes a lot of sense.
There is also, the human brain is a very powerful thing, and the brain has a tendency to find patterns or meaning in the unexplained or unexplainable. So I mean, it could be a bunch of pareidolia, like where people are coming up with this because they feel the fear and they want to believe it so bad that it's, almost manifesting into their life in reality. But there's a lot of evidence in spirit boxes, especially nowadays. All you have to do is find yourself a computer, go online, take you 5 minutes. You'll find 3, 4, 5 videos of people talking to spirit boxes. So I mean, it could be real.
And then you got your haunted artifacts, right? Or the way, let's just say everything that we listed was how we communicate with the other side. But then there's the opposite, right? And you know them all. With us. Yeah, which ones are the ones that the ghosts use? They're usually defined as haunted objects. What do you got on that list? Where are you at?
So obviously there's dolls.
Which is
like the Raggedy Ann doll, which is
the most
Annabelle,
famous one, Annabelle.
From the Conjuring
the porcelain dolls, the English-made porcelain dolls. They got a lot of human-like characteristics and familiarities. I don't know.
The Victorian era dolls, where they're all just like rubber and it looks just like creepy. Just imagine one of those dolls in your room late at night. You wake up and you look over. There it is, just staring at you.
Maybe we should get a doll for this. Yeah, we're going to get all this stuff for the studio. Let's put a doll here on the middle of the desk. Let's get a crystal ball.
We're going to have a father come in and bless our studio here pretty soon, man.
For sure.
But no, there's a lot. There's like even coffins, or, there's jewelry that could be haunted.
Okay.
Or antique toys. Items like rocking chairs, we see a lot. We visited.
Yeah, those I'm telling you, you get like one of those like wooden trains or like trucks or whatever, and you put it on like a wooden floor. If that place is haunted, that train is moving, bro.
Yeah,
that thing is rolling across the floor.
It does not need electricity.
All right, and then so before we move on, what are your thoughts on the dolls, on all the objects we said? Like, is there those? You believe in all of that? You think that those are communication vessels?
100%. Yes, I believe in that. Those are the exact things that the demon spirits, whatever be it, are coming into our life and, disrupting it and putting their footprint back into our world and letting us into a glimpse of their side, their reality.
But what if, I think we always take those objects and they're always personified as evil. Yeah. I have yet to come across a doll that's nice.
Like a good doll.
Yes. Like, let's just say like what is it? What's the movie that came out with the teddy bear and Mark Wahlberg? What was
Ted?
Ted, yeah. Like that was like
That's a good doll.
Yeah. But however, when he woke up, when he first saw him, everyone freaked out and was like ready to like, they thought he was evil.
Yeah.
You know, and then he was like, I just want to love you. Like,
maybe that's how all of them are. Maybe Annabelle's just misunderstood, huh?
no, Annabelle is she's fucked, bro.
She's just pure evil.
Yeah, that girl's evil.
Have you heard of
the Annabelle doll herself, the real doll,
Yeah.
way more like cute and friendly looking compared to the one from the movie.
If you saw a picture of the real Raggedy Ann doll, you probably would not be scared of that doll. It just looks like you would give it a big old hug and be your best friend for life.
You know, and I'm pulling up a picture. Yeah, this is the Raggedy Ann doll here, you know, or this one here. So, this isn't the exact one, but yeah.
That is what it looks like, though.
Yep. Which is very far different from the Annabelle doll. The Annabelle doll, that one. Yeah, I mean, this is the one from the movie here, bro. Like, that thing did not look nothing like this. But hey, you gotta make a movie suspenseful, you know?
The eyes on that thing.
Yeah. Like, what a good job, bro, putting this thing together.
Dolls. Man, and even like paintings. We visited Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. We talk about it quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, they had the Hitler painting in there.
Yep, that was literally had a slit in it.
Yeah, because they were looking for hidden documents behind it, so they slashed it.
Now, mind you, Hitler's house was burned down, and the only things that were reserved were these documents and this painting that has a literal slash right down the middle of it, like someone, you know, took a knife and put a hole in it.
All right, so we got ways for us to communicate to them. We have the other side, quote unquote, haunting objects and using the mediums that we have here to communicate with us. Then you got, well, the protection. You got the barrier. And so I think the most famous is perhaps the dried sage. You know, you feel like there's a haunting in your house, there's some ghosts. First thing you do, you go grab that sage.
Grab that sage.
You grab that sage. You light that thing on fire and you wave that smoke around.
Yeah, and you cleanse that house.
That's right. So I know you said you had your house cleansed. Did they use sage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I wasn't there.
Okay.
Personally, my brother was.
It was like the pest control came in.
They had the
they
backpack
had to
on
get you to leave. Like, all right, you're gonna need to step out for this one. They fumigate the place. They're like, all right, everyone out the house. We'll you can come back in about 2 hours. Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
And then they were just inside, just like, you know, playing spades, 4 of them sitting at the table, just like not doing anything. You come back in, like, it smells so much better in here.
They're just in there lighting incense.
Yeah, that's it. Which, you know what, incense. You know, it's another form of spiritual cleansing. The Egyptians were big on incense.
Yeah.
Also, the Buddhist monks, this sign of purity and spiritual wellness. And so incense is incense. Also, you got the cousin to incense, which is the candles.
Right.
You know,
which is a item that symbolizes life. So if you have a candle and you light it, it's supposed to protect you and keep you healthy in your life.
But then if you're in a haunted house with a candle, the candle goes out, you're screwed, bro.
Yeah. That's the last thing you
want. That's it. Also, you got your crystals and your rocks as well.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how I feel about crystals. I don't know. Maybe I haven't went down the rabbit hole of researching the powers of the crystals. However, I don't know. What's your vibe on crystals?
There's a lot of crystals. Do you know that? Like, and every crystal has a different power or some sort of resemblance that goes with the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, you know,
Yeah,
are for
I
protection.
I see you wearing what looks like maybe a crystal under this sweater there. What do you
right
got
here
over here?
is quartzite found in beautiful Red Rock, Nevada.
Okay, and is there any known properties against paranormal with quartzite?
Not that I'm aware of. I do know that it's supposed to, you know, give you good health and keep you healthy over long periods of time. I wear it mainly as a reminder for my family.
Okay.
And I made this with my family, and I keep it because it's close to me. Mainly.
So I did a little chat GPT. You got the spiritual evolution. The soul is being refined through the trials of a pure and more resilient a medium. So transforms and resilience is what ChatGPT told me. So
okay,
yeah,
heck yeah, yo.
There you go. And then you got the most abundant mineral out there. Well, I don't know if it's the most abundant, but the one that we probably see too much of in our day to day is salt.
Mm-hmm.
We know that barrier, man. You know, you can put that at the doorstep, at the bottom of the doorstep.
Yeah.
Keep the ghosts out. You got any salt in your house or what?
Put salt and sage around like haunted artifacts and items.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to enclose them.
Yeah. So if you got something in your house that you feel is possessed, I have a toaster that I push down the toaster and the timer is never the same. Right? Sometimes it burns a toast. Sometimes it has no toast marks at all. Thing just pops off. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it catches on fire. And so for me, I have a box of salt enclosing the toaster.
Mm-hmm. No demon toast is leaving that toaster. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I probably should just go buy a new toaster. But
yeah, what's the fun in that, right?
But I have sentimental value. We went through a lot of bagels together, so
you can't get rid of your bagel toaster, man.
Nah. All right. Anything else you want to throw in on this one, or anything else?
If you do find yourself trying to communicate with the other side, just be sure to take some protective steps. Make sure that you're not leading demons or spirits into, you know, your loved one's life.
What about holy water? We didn't touch on holy water.
Holy water. Keep yourself some holy water.
Can you buy this like retail, or do you just got to go bring some water down to the local church?
I got holy water from a church in Las Cruces in Texas.
Okay.
There's a church out there where people will crawl on their knees for 5 or 6 miles because they want to gather holy dirt and holy water. It's supposed to be very sanctioned.
Ooh.
But I went out there and I got some. I didn't crawl. I didn't do the knees and everything, but I did get some holy water and some holy dirt. So
there you go. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up today's episode. And so if you liked what you watched, do us a favor, subscribe and like. We're a young, growing channel. I'll be one of the first to subscribe. That way you can say like, hey, I was here from the beginning. Well,
yeah. And leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know about your personal artifacts that you have at home or any items that you have encountered. And we'd like to know. And until next time, thanks for watching.